Let's put that there. Alright. Hello, Bench Dude. Hello, Teal Chorus. Hello, Kulvols. And hello, Oz. And Ziggy Soul as well. So, I'm going on a trip starting tomorrow. So I won't be able to stream again for a little while, so I wanted to get one more in before that, so I wasn't just completely gone for like 2 solid weeks. We got a couple hours. Austin and friends are coming up here later today, because we're gonna be going to the, heading off tomorrow together. So when they get here is my out, probably. But it's gonna take them a little bit. So, yeah. Let's see how much more dragging we can do in the meantime. Nuh-uh, when we see each other, I'm gonna bounce you back home like a balloon. You can try. But I'm heavier than I appear. Okay, so where we left off, we tanked for like 90 minutes trying to make our way through a rather precarious battle. Which we did manage to do in the end. I think we lost 4 or 5 units to it, but we did wipe out the forward army of the arcane dragon, Bosorkan, the Arcanist. We also learned these guys are not to be fucked with as combat units. This guy was level 12, and beyond simply what you'd expect a level 12 dragon hero to have, he also threw out Time Stop, which implies that he has, like, the tier 5, Arcane Tome, which I guess makes sense, because now that I'm looking at these guys, they do have very, very high numbers in specifically their main element, so I assume they started with a bunch of tomes unlocked. And they're probably still continuing to actively research, but I don't know. I haven't been keeping a close eye on their, what do you call these? I don't know, their attributes over the course of the game to see if they're changing and growing. They're all pretty one-trick pony, as you can see. They barely have any dips into other things, and what they do have probably comes from traits and, their race rather than their tome selection. But, yeah, no. We killed this guy's hero on turn 2 when it had only done a single breath and thrown a single spell, and still it was very uphill to win that battle. And also, yeah, like, I thought that was gonna be easy after we killed the hero. The ruler, I should say, because they couldn't throw any more spells, and we outnumbered them by, like, an extra 4 or 5 guys, and it was not easy. Their guys are quite strong. They probably have a bunch of unit enchantments from these tomes. And we really also kind of scraped up against the fact that we don't have a whole lot of damage to put on. We have a lot of, like, tier 1 shield guys who basically don't do any damage. So we're gonna need to bear that in mind as we start rebuilding our army. But for now, we did clear away the defenders. This only has 20 defense, so we can siege this pretty effectively. Yeah, it's got walls and nothing else, and no defending army. So I think we can afford to raiding party, just get some free money here. And yeah, I think we're fine to just leave it at that. I'm prepared to be wrong, and maybe save scum if I am. So we can at least secure a strategic objective following that. Oh, okay. So I can, like, manually capture this. Interesting. Hang on. Have I always been able to do that? Have I been a silly Billy this whole time, building outposts next to all of these? I thought you had to claim them. Now I'm wondering if you're actually allowed to just capture them but when I clear them, I don't get a prompt for that. I don't know. I'll have to try next time I capture one. Like, maybe if I capture this place, I can check. What are we doing with this city, though, is a question. How large is this? Not. It's got 2 population. How is it for location? Pretty good. It's got this ruin. It's got a good amount of other stuff. Yeah, this is probably worth actually capturing and holding. At least for now. Okay, so we'll plan on actually taking this, in which case we don't need to capture and release this. Because it's gonna be part of this city anyway. Yeah, okay. So this also secures this underground entrance, so we shouldn't have to worry about guys coming through here. We do still need to worry about guys coming through here. You have to build an outpost to get the resources from the sites. Okay, so am I correct to think that I have to build an outpost in order to get the 5 Imperium per turn, which is like the main thing that I tend to want from these? 25 research is also good, though. Is this capture and release thing just an option I'm getting because someone else owns it? That's what I'm gonna assume for now. Okay. So let's bundle these armies together. Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. That means I'm not Bobo the Fool. I also captured their other hero. They're level 5. It's gonna be a while before I can get a 3rd hero. But plausibly, I could... he doesn't really have any equipment worth anything, though. We'll just hang on to it. Capture and release thing transfers the ownership from them to you. Gotcha. Okay. Ah, nice. Ah, yeah. So because that was in enemy territory, he gets his renown thing. Yeah, this is a good one. 10 hit point regen in... Is that in just everywhere on the world map. Very nice, very nice. That'll help get these guys back into fighting shape. Okay. We need to save the Imperium now if we're going to get this city. So yeah, we're gonna need to bump up our city cap as well and just save the rest. All right, so what the fuck else was going on? This guy's exploring. Found some books. Okay, he's got an outpost way down here. Yeah, that's right. This is like the one guy I was forward scouting with still. Into these areas that, should pretty quickly start to be under the... Oh, there's a little more land here than I realized, actually. Cradle of Integrity. He also is into business lingo, I see. Yeah, what do we want to do with this scout? I think we just want to kind of keep grabbing money. These guys were on their way up here, and they should continue that way. Yeah, those are mountains. I can't build roads through there anyway, so we'll just have them zip and zip. This gargoyle can fly, so he can beeline over there. Right, this guy is likewise just grabbing money. And that's just fine. Let's see. Yeah, you know what, let's just... Ooh, another Horn of Plenty. That's a pretty good one, actually. Let's give that to him, because he's got injured guys. And I guess we'll give him this as well. Okay. Assassin's Dagger, single melee strike. Okay. I forget, is that a thing that doesn't cost pips? No, it does take the pip. Okay. You taking the pip, mate? Let's see if we get immediately counterattacked. Looks like Shadow Dragon, Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, is moving all his guys in on white here. That's good. That means we're at least in the same general part of the map, so I'm less likely to just be caught out by myself. Oh, they're throwing us a parade. Let's see. So I can get draft. That's actually not bad, considering I need to replace a lot of my army that just exploded. I can get a bunch of food. That's good for +1 pop. I can get a bunch of production. Or about 2 turns worth of Imperium. Damn. These are actually all pretty good here. I guess I'll take... Usually I opt for Imperium in these kinds of choices, but these are... That's 2 turns worth of Imperium. This is a lot more than 2 turns worth of food or production for the city. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the food. Usually that's the best, like, long-term investment. Just being able to work more tiles. Let's see. They're finishing up the academy. I still don't have access to anywhere that can build a farm, unfortunately. Yeah, we want these, and then we'll probably expand up here. Okay, well, we have a lot of money right now, mostly because we just lost a bunch of guys and we're not paying upkeep on them anymore, so that's not going to be a permanent change. I forget, do I have a thing that makes mines do more? +5 production per adjacent quarry. +5 production per adjacent quarry. No, not really. Okay. Oh, it's right. Prospecting Governor makes mines give more. Okay, then sure. I'll build a mine here. What's mine is mine. And, yeah, we'll go research post as well. Lovely. That'll be a good one to get when we have the free Imperium. And boardroom finished. Scholars Guild. We should probably build Alchemist's Lab, because that Scholars Guild gives more research per... Yeah, 10 income per research post, so having another research post is going to be something we want. 4 turns. We can probably still do better just building more buildings for now, though. Let's, yeah, let's go Town Hall 3 so we can build our Tier 3 guy here. That's going to be important. And we need to start replacing our guys who died. What all do we have left? Archer, support. That's our charge in guy. This is our support mage guy who we need to respec, I forgot. Melee, shield, archer. We're honestly still fairly well balanced, but we could certainly use another support. So we're gonna replace a steel shaper here. Down here, let's go ahead and, yeah, let's get another arbalest. That overdraw crossbow was honestly doing a lot of work. Oh, and here's our scout who had to run away from combat before. He is alive again. Grab me some money. Okay. They have built a single Tier 1 guy. I'm not concerned about that. That's their capital out there. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab this tower so that I can see further. Hang out there. And these guys are gonna continue along the road. Beat and boop 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 on the way. Beat and boop 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 on the way. The salad oil scandal of 1963 was when the world's most corrupt man, I'm curious who that was, lied about having more vegetable oil than he had by bribing and tricking inspectors and filling tanks with seawater and moving the real oil to whatever tanks were being inspected. He lied so much on the books, he doubled the amount of vegetable oil the world thought it had. That's very funny. How did he get caught? I mean, considering how brazen that sounds, I guess the real question is how did he go so long without getting caught? But I'm curious what finally did him in, if he was managing to make that work for a while, and then apparently must have gotten found out eventually, given that that's a fact on, like, Wikipedia or whatever. Ooh. Those guys can kill me. Let's be over here, out of his movement range, and yoink! Ooh, that's not bad. What is he wearing? +1 defense, +10 hit points, loses 50% less morale. Yeah, he'll have less HP. 10% more damage is pretty nice, though. I think we'll, yeah, the Brave is not really worth anything. Sure, we'll swap to that. Okay. Punisher's Halberd. Ooh, +2 retaliation attacks. That's a neat one. He used inflated stocks as collateral for loans to over-leverage on soybeans futures on the insane assumption that the Soviet Union would open its soybean market. When this failed to manifest, he went down, his business went down, American Express nearly went down, several other banks had issues. It might have caused a major recession, then JFK got shot before the smoke cleared and no one cared about it. I see. Everyone suddenly realized they had bigger problems than, shit, we have less vegetable oil than we thought. Oops, I don't need 2 of them yet. Okay. Got a small army moving around up here. He might be clearing that derelict workshop. Okay, he still just has this one guy. I do need to pay a little respect. Oh wait, no, he hasn't respawned yet, so he can't cast spells. So this should be completely safe. Let's do. Yeah, okay, let's move in on this guy. Okay. $3. Woo! Okay. So we're gonna... Is there any reason to change the population? It'll ding me for... Oh, I misread it before. I was reading it the wrong number. Yeah, okay, so it has 5 population. Is there any reason I care about moving it off of this race? They are astral attuned, astral blood, magical wards. Do I want to be able to build units of this race? Maybe. Battle mage units and support units provide +5 combat casting points at the start of combat. Maybe. I suppose it lets me diversify my portfolio. That is important for business. Yeah, sure. We'll leave these as the race that they are. Okay. Got our academy here. Let's go ahead and just get some more income. What are we researching next? We can get a nice, a powerful tower. Ah, grants non-industrious units bolstering. We have some of them. We're probably not going to have a huge number, but since we did just... This is also a decent structure to be able to build. Most places, this is going to be 10 research, 10 gold. Yeah, this is pretty good, though. Because now that we've taken a city and kept the race, we're gonna have a city that's building guys who don't have bolstering by default. So, yeah, we'll go for that. Okay. All right, and here in the vats. Oh, that just auto-completed our vendor. So, I guess let's go ahead and... Yeah, we're not going to have two market... Oh, we can have two quarries here, though. So, we'll hold off on blacksmith until then. I probably should have built a quarry instead of a mine. That's okay. We'll build the markets. And we'll keep advancing this way. I'm not really going to have... the opportunity to get this as long as we're at war, unfortunately. I really can't afford to spare a strong 6 stack when there could be another giant fucking stack of guys that comes out of the fog at pretty much any time. How is this going down here? Right now, it looks like they're not going straight for it for whatever reason. There's only 5 guys here. No heroes. I guess I don't want to charge ahead to here because it's too likely that's going to be an overextension. But maybe I can swing down here and help take out this. Yeah, we can do that without being too far from Lorwell. So, I think that's what we'll try. Yeah, let's come down here. Okay. Don't want to be near that guy, so we'll just come over here. Another one? What is it, my birthday? Yeah, we don't really need that. Just all my heroes get to play the jazz horn. Okay. Oh, fuck. This guy is, like, under actual significant attack. White's army is right here. They've... Interesting. They've finished sieging this down, but they're not engaging. They don't like their odds. They are actually... They've got a lot of injured guys. There's nothing I can do to affect this. This is way too far for me to send any guys to help. Yeah, these guys are right next door to each other, huh? Well, best of luck to you, friend. There's not really anything I can do for you right now. Ah, that finished R&D's farmstead. Let's go ahead and build a workshop. And I guess let's keep exploring this way. Question mark? Yeah, we know there's stuff to excavate over here, so let's just go get that. I want to see what's going on here. Okay, he did the assault and lost. I do like to see it. Now, the arcane guy has respawned. Okay, he's initiated the siege here. Realistically, he shouldn't need my assistance for that because he's got, what, 14 guys against 5, and the 5 are mostly tier 1s, and there's no hero. So, yeah, he's probably fine there. So what can I do with these armies right now that's useful? I'm not sure. I could try to push on to Omnisphere. I'm not very confident. Then again, if I have an 18 stack that actually has my ruler in it, unlike before, I am somewhat better equipped for combat. We'll see. I don't really need more, yeah, I don't really need more, mana income, so I'm not gonna build a conduit here. I've got 1 farm, 1 forester. It's not very easy for me to find land that's, like, good to build farms on here, so I think I'm gonna build a farm here. Anthony Tino DeAngelis is the guy. I see. Fascinating individual. Was he mafia connected at all? Like, to organized crime in the broader sense? Or was he just a one-man scam guy out there scamming? I guess let's go ahead and, let's get Pyromancer. Then we'll actually have a battle mage that we can build. And send this guy down here. Yeah, alright, so before I start moving these guys forward, let's go ahead and throw a save here. In case this turns out to be a terrible idea, which is entirely possible. Because I really don't know what sort of forces Arcane Man might have around here. This is gonna finish annexing in another turn. When can I get the faster road movement? Oh, actually very soon. Lovely. Yes, I would really like that. Okay, I don't think anyone needs that. This is underneath here. Okay. Right, I just scooted over here to get out of the way of the enemies. Ooh. Finished my workshop. Damn, 80 production is literally twice what this thing built. Like, that's such a crazy boost for getting a young city off to the races. I mean... Oh, they don't have any defense. Yeah, let's go ahead and just throw up a palisade walls here so they can't just get sat on. Wand of poison darts. Sha-sha-sha-sha. Anyone have a free slot who can make use of this? I guess he does. He's already got this. I get, sure. There you go. Wand of poison darts. Knock yourself out, man. And I suppose I'll give this guy the dagger so that he has a melee option. Still don't see any armies for him. He's probably rebuilding a little bit further back. Ooh, that's a good one. How many farms do I actually have, though? A lot of my cities are in places that can't really build much with farms. Fucking huts. Me when I'm Han Solo. Let's see. Okay, okay. Yeah, not much else to grab for resource nodes around here other than mana and then this iron deposit. Let's see. Ah, and these guys don't get my my mana reserve bonus because that's only for cities of my basic race. Which, in retrospect, might have been maybe a reason to change the race of this town, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. What do I want to do then? Meowdy era, Meowdy Kadu. Oh, Meowdy Piff.
Hello, or Meowdy.
Yes. In the parlance of your.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, let's get a farm for these guys. And it's... Actually, I tell you what, these guys are kind of suffering from that. Let's quickly, if I move Tavern to the front here, that's, actually no, that's too expensive to justify hurrying. Okay, we'll just do that. Oh, I just realized I'm not streaming to Discord. Not that it's super fast.
I was like trying to quietly like pull up the stream to see. There
you go.
Oh.
Okay. So, what are these guys about? Yeah, there's nothing for them to grab in the way of resources other than this, so I guess we'll grab this.
This is
Age of Wonders 4.
Oh. Age of Wonders 4.
Let's see.
So this is a like a 4X kind of game?
Yes.
Oh.
No.
Oh. I have not really dipped a lot of my toes into such things. Just a little. I think I had a small stint in like Civ 5.
Oh yeah. Civ 5 is my most played Civ.
It's very addicting.
Yep.
Hello, chat. I just got here. How are you all feeling? Tell me your feelings.
I'm curious, you seem like you might have as a younger Naze. Did you ever play Magic the Gathering Chandalar? I did. Not like when it was new, because I wasn't in MTG, you know, at that far back, but yes, I found it and I played it in high school, and then like 2 or 3 more times throughout my life, I've been like, I feel like playing Chandalar again, and I'll reinstall it and play it for a while. I've never beaten it. Not because it's necessarily super difficult, but because you have to go around doing a lot of, for lack of a better word, grinding to make that practical if you're not gonna, you know, cheat in any way.
I feel like if I was smart enough, I would hit the cheat button. Kept just going at games like, there's no other way. I have to do it this way. Wait, no, that's not true. There was a game that's very similar.
I'm completely wrong.
Hold on. I I played a game that was very similar to like Warcraft and Starcraft. In the same like era when they first started showing up, and there was one that was just like, you can just make whatever units, and I immediately made just like the ones that could fire off nukes, and it was
yeah. I did that in Age of Empires 2. I would just spam the cheat that made the car with the machine gun. Just gonna go down here and bop this guy. Get some XP while we're waiting for our armies to assemble. Don't want to get out ahead of ourselves with these guys before these guys have caught up. And here in Lorwell, let's see. I guess give us a soother. We could use the soother.
There's.
And hey, we finally grabbed this pig. We'll send him to be with the rest.
Slippery pig achievement complete.
Woo! Hang out. I guess this guy could go digging. Digging. Is that outpost under construction or being destroyed? I think it's... it must be constructing something, because it doesn't look like it's on fire. Yeah, I don't... I guess I could send the scout over there, but I'm a little worried about him getting shanghaied by the white players' forces, so we'll just dig over here, see what we can find. Okay. Let's see. What's the fastest way to get this guy to the action? Sending him there. It's probably just putting him up here. I guess I could... I don't think I want to open that up yet, because if I can't actually take and hold Omnisphere, that just opens up a back door into my area down here. So yeah, we're just gonna play it safe for now. And yeah, we've got plenty of reserves and plenty of income, so we're gonna keep building guys on the assumption that we're gonna keep losing guys fighting the arcane dragon.
Now that's thinking.
Now that's good eating. Now this is pod racing.
No, it isn't. It isn't pod racing at all.
You lied to me.
You lied to me.
Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll build the tavern here so that these guys aren't so unhappy. All right. Are we able to get tier 3s yet? No, we need one more tier 2. Okay. Let's see. Glades would give us a summonable shield unit, which is neat, but we're not really spec'd into wanting to make big use of summons here. Gives us a tier 3 archer unit, who's not too bad. Does give a very nice unit enchantment for shield and polearm units that lets them self-heal once. Also, +1 resistance is just good if we're fighting the arcane guys. We don't have a lot of use for create forest. Well, I say that, but I guess I was just complaining about how it's hard. Well, the forests don't help me build farms, though. We could do something funny and go for this Fey Mists tome. But we're not really looking for arcane.
Classic joke.
This would help us build farms. This is mainly for food generation. Again, it has a summon, which we don't super want. Blossom of Life is insanely good. And is almost a reason to take this on its own. I'm kind of feeling like maybe we get a little more nature here, just so we can get some of the slightly later nature things. Although I think nature's best stuff is kind of front-loaded. These first two are both really good. But it's got some good stuff for later on. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. We have enough chaos already to be able to get Tome of Dragons when that opens up. Gorsh. Tome of Glades is a very generically good tome. Yeah. Tisn't bad. Yeah, this is probably the best choice. Aspect of the Root's really good. Having a decent summon is not a bad idea, even if we're not going to make huge use of it. Because our only one right now is the lesser Magma Spirit. Forest Walk and Forest Camouflage are not going to do much, but +1 resistance isn't bad. I say Fertility. Fertility's okay, yeah. Blossom of Life is the main thing we're after there. Nymphs are pretty decent, too.
That's what I always be saying.
All the time I'd be talking about nymphs being decent. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Glades. Aspect of the Root with how many shield and polearm spec'd guys. We need natural resources to make pharmaceuticals. This is true, but Glades let us create forests and mushroom forests, so if anything, that's even more potion making a find.
Talk about potionomics, my goodness.
And they both give us a special farm improvement we can make anywhere, which is nice also. Yeah, let's go Tome of Glades, sure.
There is vigor in the verdant leaf.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab Leaf Skin. And our Pyromancer. Okay. Run, little pig, run. Run, forest. There's the road that leads to Omnisphere. Okay, it curves up there. Alright. Is there any reason to even follow it then, or should I just go straight? Alright. Let's move you here. These guys up. And let's bring these guys. How many guys do I have here total? 11, 15, 21. Okay, I've actually got more than I can use. But that's okay. I've got some not great, like, tier 1s that I could sideline for better stuff. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of move to group up here. And then we'll bring 18 guys forward to threaten Omnisphere. Okay. What we got down here? I canceled his dig because I realized I don't want to connect to this yet because it's right in enemy territory. So we'll just bring him down here with his friend. Let's just swoosh on through that. Get some free money. Oh, that immediately got us this too. Ooh, and if I build... Oh, it's... Okay, that one's farms. Yeah, let's build a quarry. Because that will give us the blacksmith boost that we were looking for here. And then let's bring you down here, and...
Do you quarry with me, sir?
Radiance!
Ooh.
That can blind. Is that better than the staff we've got him using right now? 40 damage to celestial units. I think blind is going to be more useful than that against... oh, this has conjure animal. Okay, yeah, we'll keep that for now. Okay. Oh, and I should continue building dudes here. Ah, yeah, I can finally build iron golems. Yeah. Go, yeah.
Ooh. Fantasy.
Pyromancers around people with leaf skin sounds like a workplace accident waiting to happen. Hey, no one said our company was FEMA compliant. Or not FEMA, OSHA compliant. Bonding with the earth and its riches, you witness an underground tragedy. The North Spawn have mined too far and too greedily into the depths of the earth. Nice Lord of the Rings reference for you. Their drilling stirred up an ice spider matriarch along with a horde of underground predators. Now these menaces are stalking the gold vein, killing the workers of the North Spawn one by one. Let's see. Will you shield? Sure. Reward, mystery bonus. Yeah. Can we go to full alliance? Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, where's this quest? Over here. Okay. Yeah, that's nuts. A little bit out of my way for where I'm going at this exact moment, but yeah, that should be fine. I've got 20 turns. It's a tier 4 and 4 tier 1s. That's not too bad. Funnily enough, leaf skin actually increases fire protection. It's true, if slightly counterintuitive. I forgot, I also need to bring guys to clear out these other nodes for this place, eventually. Otherwise, their potential will be sadly limited. Let's see. 2 of those, 2 foresters. Let's, even though we won't get the bonus yet, I guess let's go ahead and get a quarry over here.
Quarry in the house?
Yeah.
What?
Practically a celebrity. Your bus broke down? Oh no, I'm so sorry, Oz.
No.
Well, I'll say this, if you're gonna have bad luck on, public transportation, better today with the bus than tomorrow with the plane, right?
Oz. Oh, jeez.
Just flushing the bad luck out of your system.
Purging it.
Mm-hmm. I like to binge and purge on bad luck. I fuck everything up for a while, and then it's great. Here, and those guys are just gonna go ahead and keep on digging. A lucky ring. Ooh, a 5% critical hit chance. That sucks.
You digging greedily over there?
Don't think we're gonna be using that on anyone. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Tell you what, we should probably be... Oh, it's because, yeah, we barely... There's like... Am I crazy? Now that I'm looking at the map, I'm realizing there seem to be... essentially no above-ground magic materials? Now that... Because I just realized, like, I don't have any. I've only got the couple from underground, and I don't even really see any on the map. Yeah, this is just Firefort Arcania. Yeah, those are supposed to be underground exclusive. I don't remember seeing in this scenario description, like, there aren't any magic materials, but that's kind of how it's looking. I've never really had that as a map feature before. Means we're going to be pretty limited on what we can do in the way of forging items, unfortunately. Let's see. I was looking to see if I could forge a better claw weapon for my my ruler here. Let's see. Yeah, they could use that ring.
Is this a campaign-like game, or is it one of those, like, you just open up a map and see what happened?
More the latter. There are campaigns of a sort, but they don't carry over stuff the way that some games do, that like a Heroes of Might and Magic would.
Okay.
Just looking on, but I think this is a little better. We'll swap his lance. 2 resistance and phase. Yeah. And then you... Yeah, because that makes your magic attack stronger. Also, while I'm thinking of it, I need to reset your shit, because you came with a bunch of random stuff I don't want. Yeah, let's, for you, sir... For you... Warding auras might actually be good here. Or... Chaos for the fire stuff. Yeah, we'll do that. And I think we want... I don't really have AoE much, so probably I want to go for this stuff. Let's go fire evocation. I want the area instead of the cascade, I think, so we'll do this, and then, yeah, 90% chance to inflict burning. Yeah, we'll do, we're just gonna go all in on fire stuff for now, I think, other than having that foraging training. Okay. And we'll just keep them on that. That was all good. Okay. So we need to form up our guys here. Less like a campaign, more like scenarios. Yeah. That is accurate. We want all 3 of our heroes, for sure.
I need a hero.
I need a hero. Schmippa-dippity-doo. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab... We're gonna leave behind a couple of these shield boys, because they're only tier 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 4. Okay, yeah, let's just grab those and... Actually, let's leave behind the Necromancer, too. Because he is just not as useful, because we don't have the stuff that particularly capitalizes on him. We're gonna bring you, and we're gonna bring these 5. Give me, these two here, and then you are gonna go with these guys. And you two are gonna go with these guys. That steel shaper is a little bit lagging behind, but it's okay. Okay. He's got a real army there.
Got a really big army.
Mm-hmm. Well, he has an army that is at least moderate there. Can probably max that out before I'm able to siege that city down. So if I go at that, I have to assume I'm going to be going at a full 18 stack. And I guess these guys, I'm gonna still keep here to have reserves to replenish guys that die. Yeah, okay. And let me see if I can make a DragonCorp that's better. Mixed damage on that. Okay, I have some things I can do with this this Fireforge stone. Let's go. That only applies to base attacks, which I don't always use, so I think let's not bother with that. Let's go Retaliator and maybe Resistance, because we're fighting Arcane boys.
Oh, Arcane boys.
Oh, Arcane boys. Oh, Arcane boys. Yeah, tell you what, let's just go Defense, Resistance, and I guess we will go for this, because there's not much else we can go for. Now, do we have enough stuff to break down to make a tier 4? We'd have to break down pretty much all of our tier 3s. I don't know. I don't know. And the more we break down, the less income we get. I'm gonna stick with the gold income for now. Oh! Some shit just happened. I think that was a... Ah, yeah. Cast Condemn Army on these guys.
It's a very specific spell.
20 spirit damage for 5 turns. Gross. Alright. And there's a third army over here, so he could have as many as 14 guys sitting there ready to go. Gonna have to watch out for that.
That's a lot of guys.
That's a lot of guys. He does, in fact. He has many men. And his ruler is here. So I'm not really even gonna want to initiate a siege here, I don't think, necessarily. What does this place have for defense? It looks like just walls. 'Cause they've only got... Well, no, I guess I don't know what else they might have, because most things don't actually add points to this anymore. Tell you what. Walls, archer battlements, caltrops. Okay. Let's get this siege project guy. And then let's do undermine the walls. Yeah, let's undermine walls, construct onagers, harass defenders. And see if this is a thing we can do, or if we're just going to get our shit rocked. They've got a lot of, like, scouts and shit. Yeah, they're still their army is mostly low-tier units, so it's not, like, inherently super strong, but... I don't know, Davey. We'll see if this goes okay, and if not, we may have to back off and just take our small gains and fight a defensive war until we have closed the power gap a little on this guy.
Fair enough. That's what I would do.
Okay. Hey, but it's fine. We got a pig.
Huh? Is it a magic pig?
It's magic adjacent.
Hmm.
It's intelligent enough to fight as part of a formalized army, so it's probably something special going on there. Alright. We'll see how this goes. I guess I'll just bring these guys back here for now. Have them hang out. Alright. Some pig. You're right. Tilchorus, it is some pig. Alright, he's forming up. Nope, but he's not attacking. He's gonna let me siege.
You may.
You may siege it once.
Once.
I'm gonna go ahead. No, I need to have 200 available to be able to capture that, which might be optimistic. I don't know if I can win that battle, but we'll see. Sometimes one siege is all you need to have fun and storm the castle. Indeed. I think what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and build a channeling chamber. I don't always bother with this, but I think I need the combat casting points because I have a lot fewer than I might in other cases due to being a dragon instead of like a wizard king or some other kind of ruler that's more specialized for destroying lots of spells.
Sounds complicated.
So complicated.
Back in my day, wars were just throwing rocks at each other.
Yeah. Just gonna keep cranking out iron golems here. They're very, very strong. And yeah, let's get some of the basic buildings these guys are missing done. Ooh, what's this? 47 mana? Wow. Robe of Resistance? Wow.
The best kind of robe. Just gives you some more defense. The robe. The best
robe.
kind.
The robe, the movie, the game. Yeah, let's get some pyromancers. Sounds fun. Sounds fun and fancy-free. Form these guys up here. They might be able to just go and fight the spider even without a hero at some point if I'm running out of time on this quest, but we'll see. Hang out. I guess come down here. Oh, I'm stupid. I thought that was a scout. That's an archer. Alright, that's fine. This is the scout. Alright. Oh, there's a green.
Scout
green
racing.
has an army here too. Okay, he's going for it. He's going for it. He's sallying out.
That's a pretty even split right now.
By the pure numbers, we are fairly evenly matched, but I'm not sure the numbers are going to tell the story here. Well, out of curiosity, how do I do with auto combat? I'm guessing I get wiped because I have it not casting spells. Wow, okay.
You actually came out quite ahead, actually.
I mean, I think I can... If auto combat with no spells was able to do that, I might be able to do better. And what's nice is if I get in this battle and I'm like, shit, I can't do better, then I could just reload from this turn and be like, AI, save me! Win this battle for me!
I cast you do this for me.
Okay. Now, because he attacked me, I actually get the first move here. Catapults can't fire on the first turn. That's okay. Jeez. Okay. So, there's holes in the wall at various points, as you can see. These are archer battlements, which actually barely helps them, because even their scouts are caster. Yeah, why the fuck did they build archer battlements? Why didn't they build the arcane battlements? Very mysterious. Okay, and I do need to worry about these caltrops, though. That's gonna fuck me up when I actually move up to these entrances, so... I think I kind of need to do what I did before and try and bait their ruler to come and just immediately try and breathe on me. Because as painful as that's gonna be, I really need to not be dealing with time stops and shit being thrown at me all battle. So I think we're gonna try and do something kind of similar to before. Let's see. Arbalest. This is our charge boy. Let's see, his breath is a 4-hex cone. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he can move here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He could just barely get like a couple of my guys. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and put Greg Goyle right there. Okay. This once per battle? Yes. Okay. I might actually wait on that, because I don't know what if he's gonna just try and turtle up, or if he's just gonna come charging out at me. I've seen the AI do both under different circumstances.
That's crazy. Why would they do that?
What? Why would you do that? At least I've got my ruler and I've got his mass heal. this battle, whereas I had no healing the last time I fought these guys, and that was rough. All right, let's see what they do.
Is this their, like, big army, or is this just, like, an army?
As far as I know, this is likely to be their main army.
Okay.
It's large, they've got their ruler with it, and it's at the flashpoint of our conflict. Okay, he's gonna hang back for now. Let's see, my catapults get to act this turn, right? Okay. Yeah, has to reload, ignores line of sight. Yeah, he's trying to stay out of range of the catapults. Yeah, more or less. Okay. Huck a rock at him.
Go hit him with a rock.
Zeme-san subscribed with Prime Gaming. Thank you very much. Happy to have you.
Ooh.
Okay. Now,
Fancy.
can I bait these guys out without taking a million skadillion damage?
That's a lot.
I mean, once again, I really can't... I can't avoid being in range of their dragon just coming and breathing on me for a million damage, because he moves super far and it's a 4-range breath. So I kind of just have to try and bait him in without taking much damage from anything else on the turn. Like, at least if he runs his guy straight out, like, to here, he'll have all these guys, like, way the fuck up here who won't really be able to engage at the same time in the same place. So that's kind of what I have to hope for. Let's see. Having these flying guys is actually pretty useful because they can just bypass the wall. So can his guys, though, because their whole race has ethereal, I believe, so they can just move through terrain as long as they don't have to stop on the wall, I think? If I'm remembering correctly how that works. All right. And yeah, so I think we're gonna... Yeah, okay. We'll, I don't want to move him in there and let him get pumped full of lead, but we can put him, like, here. He can sit on the caltrops, no problem, because he's flying. He'll definitely come in and use his breath. Let's see, if I put you there... Technically, that guy can also get to him, but I don't think that's a huge deal. Yeah, let's do that. Put you here, so you can defense mode. Try and reduce the giant truck full of damage that's gonna be coming my way. Do we want Afflicting Miasma? Do we save? We're gonna probably want Anti-Magic Tincture to get rid of, like, Time Stop. Still, if I can get Miasma down on their guy, and he moves through a bunch of it, that makes my life a lot easier. He'll deal way less damage. Yeah, we're gonna try one of these. Now, his forward paths are likely to take him through 2 more squares, which would give him 2 more stacks. So he'd do minus 30% damage, which would be nice. Okay. Let's... I think we're gonna kind of just leave a couple guys so he can't run forward and destroy my catapult for free, but otherwise we're gonna try and collapse down this way and see if we can bait this guy in. So let's see. We're gonna put our charge guy here. Let's put you here. Yeah, that gives a bunch of resistance also. So sure, we'll put you. I'm trying not to make too juicy of a target for his breath, but realistically, there's not much I can do. He's gonna deal a lot of damage. It's just a thing that's gonna happen.
Sad.
Sad but true. Keep these guys a little further back because they have a 1-pip action they can use. They don't need to be super far forward to be effective. And I guess we'll go like, let's do this and conjure his guy right here. Make a little spoder.
Spoder.
Spoderman. This is Spoderman. This is Spoderman. Bring the penguin here. The linchpin of our strategy.
The kingpin, as you will.
Mm-hmm. Penguins. These penguins. And then I think we're just gonna... We're gonna stay out of range of most of his stuff here, but maybe it'll be enough to get him to walk up and try and down smash me. I do need to be careful, because if these guys and these guys both come this way and just ignore this, then I might get kind of mobbed over here, so... I think if we want to protect this catapult at all, we're gonna need to play a little defensive here. I can kind of split the difference with my ruler, have him just in range to get over here and, like, throw out a mass heal or something. Ooh, Interface is coming. Is coming? What the f... You've come to watch me stream. I don't know. Thank you for following. I recognize you from Surprise Round and such. Is there a civilization? Is there the equivalent to Civilization Gandhi in this game? Yeah, Sunderen of House Iniok is probably the closest thing that this particular one has to like a main character among the canon NPCs. They come in your stream. Ew! Ew! Yuck! Something on that I don't like! The perfect pizza!
Make me a pizza!
Make me a pizza! What's he doing? Oh, he's doing his thing to cast another spell. Okay. Sure, sure, makes sense. I don't know what he did there.
Looked dumb, whatever it was.
No, the penguin! You fiend! I dislike the lack of character in this game. Can you expand on that?
Expound.
Yeah. Can you write me a standard thesis, antithesis, 5-paragraph essay on that? Okay, what is it he did? Oh, okay, he used his curse, which is not a very powerful ability. That means he's still fucking just sitting there with that breath hanging over me, so unfortunately... Yeah, and he's kind of just moving forward as a singular front. Okay. Also interesting that you recognize me. Never thought I did anything noteworthy there. I mean, I can honestly say I don't really, like, specifically remember... I don't remember specific things you might have did or said in chat at any particular point. I just remember your name because it's memorable to me for whatever reason. Feels like, you know, it's like that's a name I've not heard in a long time kind of thing. Interface. Feels like
interior
crocodile
brain.
alligator. It feels like, maybe from, you know, back in, like, much older Ebon Ward or Valor Academy days, is, like, circa when I think I would place you in time.
Car is a movie theater.
Okay. So we've massed down here, and he's kind of massing up here, so this is kind of a game of chicken now. We're gonna be trying to flank one another. I think I'm gonna have to just abandon this catapult, because I can't have these guys fighting just the 5 of them against potentially, like, 10 enemies up here. So if he wants to move forward and just go for the catapult, I'm probably gonna have to allow that. He can't really do a lot of damage to it in one turn. Yeah, we're gonna quick save here. See if we can make this turn work out okay for us. Okay. So I think for starters, we're probably gonna want to zoom this gargoyle in here onto maybe his support unit. The other games had longer campaigns and plot where you played as characters in the plot. This game has less dialogue, less campaign. The characters you do play are generics or characters you create. Yeah, that is a fair criticism. I did expect the campaign to be longer and more involved than it was. That was like a very teapot sounding yawn. Let's see. Okay. Alternatively, I can run this guy around to just knock this guy out of his defense mode. But actually, I can already do that with this guy's overdraw crossbow, so maybe I'll just do that. Yeah. Bam. Okay, cancel retaliation, so he's not preventing me from walking past him now. Oh, hang on. I should figure out how am I using my one spell this turn. I don't really need anti-magic tincture yet. I kind of want to say... I mean, he threw a bunch of spells, but he didn't throw time stop or anything. I'm honestly not sure why. He used his double spell turn, which is a only once per battle thing. Normally, anyway. Oh, no. He's got a special... Because he's a special boy. Starts on cooldown, uses it every 2 turns. Okay, so, yeah. So, no. All the dragons have special extra shit beyond being... There, I'm sounding like an anime girl after chugging a beer. Ah! Hello, DragonCorp Upper Management. I've been told my vacation hours are all gone. I've already got the flights booked, and I'm leaving in a few hours. You can, you know, DragonCorp is not going to lift a finger to stop you from getting on those flights and realizing your vacation dreams, so long as you are clocking in at the usual time tomorrow and every remaining day this week.
That sounds fair.
The adaptive gameplay was the goal of this game, and the story took a backseat to allow for that in the campaigns. Yeah, I would say that. I liked how they buff your characters after a few... Yeah. I got the impression that the previous games in this series were a little more Heroes of Might and Magic-like in what they allowed for. Okay, Breath is only 1 pip, but I can... I think I'm gonna zoom my charge guy in there and just charge him. Because that will limit some of his other options. He can't use this without 3 pips. If he moves... Yeah. That'll make it harder for him to get a really good breath positioning. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna save my combat casting points for anti-magic and bolstering chant when I think I need them most. So let's zoom Schwartz Perfigliano. Get a nice little chunk of damage on him there. You ever play Zoom Schwartz Perfigliano, Piff, and/or chat?
That sounds like nonsense.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a game we used to do. I learned it originally as a a theater warm-up, especially an improv warm-up, because it helps you, it helps hone your sense of paying very close attention to what other people are saying and doing, which is good if you're their partners in an improv scene. Basically, it's a game, you all stand around in a circle, and each round, someone starts, and there are 3 things you can do when the action is on you. You can say zoom and point to another person, which sends the action to them. That's the basic one. You can say Schwartz, and you make this little hand gesture where you rub your 2 hands. When you zoom, you point to someone. When you Schwartz, you kind of just rub your hands together for a second. You slide them across one another. Schwartz is if someone just sent the action to you, you send it straight back to them. And you can Schwartz a zoom, you can Schwartz another person's Schwartz, in which case you're just ping-ponging it back and forth. And then Perfigliano is you make the Schwartz hand gesture, but pointing to someone else. Normally when you're Schwartzing, you have to look at the person that you're sending it back to. Perfigliano is you turn and look at someone else and do the Schwartz gesture, but it actually does the same thing as Schwartz. It sends it back not to the person you're looking at, but to the person who just sent it to you. And you cannot Perfigliano a Perfigliano. So basically, also you cannot zoom back to the person who zoomed it to you. You have to zoom it to a third different person. So basically, someone starts and you throws it out, and everyone is using the 3 moves to send it around, and it goes until someone fucks up. Either because they zoom back to the person who just zoomed to them, which is illegal, or they like Perfigliano or Perfigliano, or they don't act because they freeze up, or they're not aware that it's on them because they weren't looking at where it was sent, or they got tricked because you Perfigliano'd it looking another way, and they thought you were sending it to that person, but they actually sent it back to you. So basically, you just go until someone fucks up or fails to act, and then that person's eliminated, and you start another round until there's only 3 people left, because you can't really do it with 2 people. And the last 2 people standing are the winners. I've heard of something I heard it called Zip Zap Zop. That's probably, yeah. That's even harder, I would imagine, because then there's less auditory distinction between the 3 actions if it's called Zip Zap Zop. Okay, let's see. We can't get a good hit from where we are, so we're gonna walk up here. And I guess let's miasma shot this guy. move up. Before I go for that shot, we're gonna run up here and get onto this guy. Make life a little uncomfortable for him. Regrettably, our Plague Serpent is weakened and has taken some damage already. So he's probably not too long for this world. Let's see. He's got 23 health left. He is 5x burning. So I don't actually need to do very much damage because he will just die at the end of his next turn in all likelihood. Let's see. Gull. That's got miasma on it, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's just let's get him in here. We can get our hits on him. Okay, he'll just burn to death next turn. So that's probably fine already. Let's bring this guy over here. He's used up his retaliation, so yeah, let's go. You here. Now I need to be able to move him away. So let's... Phantom Warrior, Arcane Guard. Each of those guys can only get one hit on me here, so I think we'll overdraw crossbow. Let's see. Yeah, let's overdraw crossbow you, cancel your defense and retaliation. And then my penguin can fuck him up. And then over here... We'll bring this guy around. Let's lay down a righteous taunt on... Oh, I don't know. This guy? Sure. No, alright. Or he can resist my taunt like an asshole. And then let's move this guy out of harm's way. Fires a magic bolt that cannot miss. Those sound pretty good. Yeah, let's go. Let's bring you. Nestle you in here and. Yeah. Throw a poison blast at you. I always felt bad for flute players because everyone makes the American Pie one time at band camp show. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do. Guy around here. Serve up a sody pop. Spiders. And pop him. 2 stabs on him there. Now this is the tricky part. Is what's going on up here. I think I need to move these guys down, form a united front with these guys, and hope that these guys either kind of waste their turn just moving up, or go all out running at this catapult, which will still stop them from fighting my guys for another turn. Okay, let's see. Yeah, tell you what, I can, no, hang on. No, I can't do it. I thought I could get both these guys with a tail swipe, but I can't.
Damn.
I could also just charge into the mouth of danger. I don't think that's the best idea. Then again, I do have a lot. I have a lot of defense. Maybe I can just fly up here and breathe on these guys. Just have my ruler be against the world. Well, tell you what, let's, what's the range on my taunt? 4? Okay. Let's taunt this serpent, and then move down here where he can't even get to me, because that's very funny.
Good plan, Sarge.
And then if I move here, who all can I get with my breath? That's a terrible position for it. Okay, never mind. I mean, I guess I can at least get 2 guys if I do it from here. Quite. I'm like close to being able to maybe get some more. He's just out of range for me to get like a bunch of guys with it. Return cooldown. If I go here. Oh, that's not too bad, I guess. Yeah, let's go with that. We're just gonna on down here. It's pumping full of lead.
Is it lead when it's like arrows, or?
That's a fine question. I don't have an answer for you.
Seems like more of like a flint or iron sort of thing.
Yeah. Could be. Could be. And he's gonna drink a soda. Okay. Alright. And this guy can't do anything this turn, right? Okay. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Okay, he's moving. He's running in. Okay, honestly, that could be worse. He breathed on 3 of my guys, but also 1 of his own guys. Looks like he's gonna go and try and finish off my gargoyle, presumably. A saucy hit, give him that. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, confirmed. They can indeed phase through the walls. They just can't stop on them. show him what's what, Penguin. Oh, fuck. Don't stun me. Whew. Okay. He stunned absolutely no one. Yeah, the Ethereal's quite a nice advantage when you're fighting around walls. Hats off to you, sir. Okay. So, I lost 2 guys, which is probably the least I could hope to lose with his breath not yet used, and now he's used it. So, I'm in an okay position to try and mob him now. And this up here looks manageable at least. Especially with my ruler still in the mix. So I'm feeling okay about this. Nevertheless, we're gonna go ahead and save scum like a maniac here. Let's go ahead and get these catapults catapulting. They do have friendly fire. Let's see. This has the lowest hit chance, but it has the most potential for collateral damage. I guess I'll go for this, because this is... I don't know why there's such a difference. Oh, it's because the... right, it's because the air elementals are really hard to hit with ranged attacks. Alright, we'll try this. And this one... let's see. I can just throw it at their ruler. I can get some decent damage on these 3 guys, but I will also hit my spider if I go for that. Or my spear guy. Let's focus it up here, I think. Wah! Okay. Okay. Yeah, this guy being able to phase through the wall is unfortunate insofar as it let him just get straight onto my guy here. Still...
That's if I brought my guys. If I can get my guys in here.
Yeah, that's if I can get my guys. You're looking at Dragon's Horde. That's if I can get my guys. Let's see, this guy is electrified, but also regenerating. Okay, so he's not gonna die on his own, but he's taken a lot of damage. Might be able to kill him with an immolate. Yeah, I think this might be the right turn to go ahead and... It doesn't look like he's gonna use Time Stop. He's had many turns to use it now, and he's just been throwing smaller spells. I'm not sure if there was a condition that allowed him to use it in the previous fight, or what exactly. That's the one that does extra damage. If
1 use per game, maybe? Who knows?
Maybe. Little damage, okay. But I'd want to wait to see if I could light any of these guys on fire, since I get extra damage for that. Okay, let's see. Let's overdraw crossbow this man. Okay. We got the burn. Do like to see that. Let's overdraw crossbow. Let's see. If I go in here, how much am I doing with tail swipe? A lot. Okay, I like to see that. Let's overdraw. Yeah, I guess let's just shoot an overdraw crossbow at you, see if we can kill you. Nice. Okay, so that frees up this guy to probably just try and kill this guy. Nice. Okay, okay. Very nice-oo, Shizu-chan. Let's see. 1 bolstered defense, 1 bolstered resistance. Probably a good time to use my Healy Dew on him. I back this guy up a little. Or to use it on... Dispel 8 effects. What the fuck? Oh my god, my ruler has so many stacks of... Jeez. What did he even get all that from? Okay, so I have a 64-point heal I can drop on my ruler when I want to. So I guess I don't really need to worry about charging him straight in there. Okay, well in that case, with burning, yeah, Molotov cocktail. Yeah, I guess it has worked out that way. Okay, we're gonna go for that. And let's get some hits. And we're going to fly in here and womp.
Horrifying war cry.
The song of my people. This guy in here. Finish him off. Let's see. Let's get our penguin in here. Very important. Ah, I should have used that before running my units in there. Yes, very much so. I should have done that. Well, this is a fine pickle. I guess I could also drop it on these guys. If I get this guy out of here. Regrettably, this one has friendly fire. Actually, okay, no, I know what I can do. Let's... or can I? Is he close enough? Okay, yeah, I can put it here. And just move these guys out of here before. And I'll take a little damage, but I think it's okay. I hope so. All right, let's defense. Let's back up, take a little damage. This guy's just a summon anyway, so honestly I can just sacrifice him without too much issue. What I'll do... Yeah, let's go ahead and... That'll actually gain him a little HP. Because he's a vampire spider. And then... Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and hit this. And with that being done, they're all burning, which means we can immolate these guys for a bunch of damage. Now you, let's see. I'm gonna want to get one of these miasma shots down on this guy for sure. I guess let's, let's give him a soda pop. Get rid of that burning that I just put on him. Let's give him defense. Let's finish him off. Run this guy further in. have to cross Caltrops, unfortunately, but I don't think there's any way around that. Or I could bring him over here, I suppose, but I think I need him for damage on their ruler. Tell you what, let's go here. We'll run him around like this. You run around, I run around, we all run around.
I haven't heard that in so long.
I haven't heard him since years. That miasma shot down. Bring him around, and let's see. I guess let's just, let's do this. And then these guys. Unfortunately, these guys are probably just gonna have to take the hit and run away. Ow. Alright, that went pretty okay, I would say. I think we're doing okay up here. I might lose this archer, because he doesn't have a lot of protection, but we got a bunch of damage down. The middle of their army got wiped out. They just got these guys over here. They still have their ruler. But he can't use his breath for a couple more turns. Yeah, you can certainly kill my guy there. Nothing I can do about that. Okay, well he's focusing on my shield guy, which is pretty much what you want to see.
Ideal.
Take some decent damage on my archer here as well, regrettably. Okay. That was a summon, so I don't really care if it dies. Okay. At the moment, this isn't looking too bad. I think I'm certainly on track to lose less than the 12 units the AI lost running this battle. No, stop bullying my penguin! You may not like this, but this is peak performance. Oh, God, you listen to those podcasts. Shut up. Alright, let's see. Okay. Well, the most important thing is to see whether how I can do down here, cleaning up the ruler. I definitely need to just keep my charging guy on him. That's where most of my damage is coming from. Okay. It's down to 17. I should be able to kill him this turn. Let's... Boop, boop. Yeah. Let's do the Steel Blast on him. Do the Steel Blast. Nice. Okay. No more spells. Let's get in here. Pin this guy down. We can bring this guy to start helping with what's going on up here. There's not actually a ton he can do immediately. This guy is kind of getting... He's part of a hootenanny that he did not want an invitation to. Let's see. Let's hit this guy. That frees up one guy who's currently pinning him down. Let's also hit this guy. Okay. Oh, that's right. He's got his, like, thing that always hits. Could be pretty good. Yeah. Let's taunt. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess let's taunt this guy. And then move over here, maybe? Yeah. And oh wait, no, don't move there. That is gonna oh crap. The guy's kinda stuck, isn't he? Well, okay. Defense mode gets him 15 temporary hit points, which is not nothing. Then let's bring this guy over here and just have him hit this guy from behind. Buff defense. I'm gonna make the bold play of just leaving my archer in melee for a turn, I think.
Ooh.
Because it's at least going to waste a lot of his time. And then... defense mode, my penguin. And I guess let's heal and get some more defense on him. The penguin must live. It is important for company morale.
Most important kind. Dare I say, it looks like my melee archer may survive. That's crazy. With those kinds of spines? Oh.
Yeah. Boy, howdy. Howdy doody. Ah, my catapults are up again. Yeah. Yep. And does this one have anything it can hit anymore? Oh, actually, yes. Yeah. Whee! Now, what a modern dragon should be hoarding is books or plastic. A forward-thinking dragon. Okay. Let's sprint. And then he can get all the way over here and charge this guy. Which means this guy can just move on out to get to these guys. And likewise, these guys can start coming to help. Yeah, they can't really do anything this turn, unfortunately. Penguin time. Boop. No. Even if they're routing, let's see if we can confirm kill a few more of them. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, I'll just eat this guy, I think. Or not.
Ooh.
Look like I'm do a whole lot over here, unfortunately. Alright, well, some of these guys might get away, but that's not a big deal. Oh, I guess that makes sense. They can't really flee off their own side of the map, because that's the city they were defending. That's funny. They have to run all the way out of the city and back the way that I came to get away.
That's pretty funny.
Bit of a laugh, innit? Ooh, can I use my assassin's dagger? Ah! Get him. Is that everyone? Hooray! This battle went pretty well compared to last time. Yes, weirdly, even though the terrain was more awkward to have to navigate, yeah, no, this one went great compared to last time. I think mostly just because I had more damage and the AI split up in a weird way that made it... They didn't get as good utilization out of their units compared to last time. Last time the terrain let them kind of bunch up their casters and get a bunch of free hits while I was having to deal with a ton of high HP guys and me having very little damage output to try and get them down faster. But yeah. Best part was, that was his turn. That was him sallying out to attack me. So now on my turn, I just get to walk up and down smash these last two guys. Ugh. Loverly. Alright, well, let's get about it. They've got the green Sumaskira, the Grove Tender, also has an elephant hanging out here who will get called in as a reinforcement, but I don't think that's really gonna matter.
It's me, the Grove Tender.
Alright. Oh, I almost forgot. We took Lorwell, so this was theirs to begin with, but we need to give it a name, and now that we've absorbed it into our we've absorbed it, this is gonna be subsidiary. And this one maybe I will make a branch office. Oh.
What do they do? They make branches, actually.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, no, I'll save branch office for if I take a one of the green players' cities, since they're the nature dragon. No, just for you, Teal Cora, sure. This can be the warehouse. I forget, is our capital the boardroom, or it's just boardroom? Okay, so this is just gonna be warehouse then. Franchise location. Okay. This is our mage. Yeah. We're gonna want... Yeah, we kind of just want to get to this ASAP, so we'll go straight down the side here. Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Spam the spam, wonderful spam. Lovely, lovely, lovely spam. Lovely, lovely, lovely spam. So we got a Spellblade, a Death Knight, and a Ranger as options here. Ranger could be a nice diversification from what we currently have. But we should also take a look. He is level 1. This guy. What does it cost to recruit? He's a privateer, so the renown stuff is never really going to work. He's a warrior. Okay, we don't really want him then, I suppose. We will just go ahead and recruit a new one. Yeah. What do you do, Mr. Ranger? Explorer. That's okay. I keep forgetting we named our race the Technical Foul. Yeah, I think we'll go for this guy. And let's go ahead and immediately kit him out. Reset your skills. Let's see. I think we'll, yeah, the burning is probably the most useful one we might take there. The dragon executive asking all his new hostily inquired employees, what do you do before deciding who to lay off? Yeah, no, they know they're in trouble because as soon as I bought out their company, I brought in consultants to tell me who I could cut.
Ooh.
Okay. I think we're gonna go for Scattershot because, again, I'm light on AoE potential. Yeah. Yeah. We'll go Scattershot. Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sage.
Wow, I haven't thought about that in years. Now, sage cheese. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, I could get more afflicting miasma. Let's see. More damage per negative status effect. I mean, that does combo with the afflicting miasma, I suppose. But what do I want from later in the tree? Killing an enemy resets ability cooldowns. That's pretty good. Yeah, I need to get to that because I want to be able to just slip away and go for the kill. So, oh damn. If I want this, though, I can't be on the far left side of the tree. This is my slight point of dissatisfaction with how they've set up these ability trees, is there's some where it's just like, oh, do you want this one from earlier in the tree? Enjoy not being able to get where you want to go, because the tree's laid out this way. I wish it were a little easier to move left or right. Okay, I guess this is okay. We can still get scatter shot. It just means we have to take piercing shot instead of the miasma one, so that we can be in the middle of the tree. Yeah, okay. Alright. So we'll do that, this, and then that's all we can take for now. Okay. And we'll give a miss. Oop. Yeah, Monster Slayer. And I wish it were a little easier to move left or right. Evolution listening in, preparing to make everything into crabs. Let's go with, I definitely read that as Helmet of Fortnite. I guess we'll go with, Starblades. And, magic damage. I guess we'll just go Chestplate of Vitality. And Rune Leggings. And I guess since I'm trying to keep them out of melee, Ring of Deflection might not be bad. And they don't really need that. Alright. Cool. The population loss in the captured city is because of downsizing. A harsh reality of our industry, I'm afraid. Okay, throw out a quick save before I forget and somehow fuck something up and then have to redo that battle that I sat there for an hour or more on. It's got 6 population. If I want to make it technical foul, I lose 2 of them. I guess we'll just regular absorb them again. That's alright. We don't need to downsize them that extremely. Over here at the vats.
Who do you think we are? Insert random name of any company?
Who do you think we are? Amasoft? Microbook? Matoogle?
Talking about that one girl that levitates everything?
I don't think I know who you're referencing.
Matilda.
Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't gonna get that. You said levitates, and I was thinking, like, is this an X-Man? Is this, like, someone from Harry Potter? I was like...
Sorry for my deep Matilda.
So yeah,
lore.
no, yeah, it was just too intellectual for me to grapple with, I'm afraid. Looking to see where we got quarries. We've got 2 here. That's the most we can have for this guy, so we'll make him the governor here. All right. Ooh, we found a little wheelbarrow full of food. How quaint.
Shame if anything toppled over.
Over on it. Let's see. Where's the fish? Why is this not? Oh, okay. Yeah. Go, yeah. Oh, and I finished researching leaf skin. Ah, okay. Yes, I want searing blades because this will complement my my searing arrows very well. Another day, another halberd. Okay, yep. And you go ahead and get in here. Now, am I gonna want to double back and just get this thing? Maybe I don't need to double back. Maybe I'll just... Oh, yeah, I've got this guy here now. Yeah, before I bring these guys forward, I'll just group these guys up, do this quest with this guy, and then bring him to join the rest of my armies. Good to see R&D have a crown. They deserve it. Yeah, absolutely. Healthy R&D department is the lifeblood of a long-term successful company. Yeah, I'll have this guy, however, we'll just continue on. There is another army right there. I might actually be able to reach it. Okay, there's several more, in fact. There's at least 10 guys. The ruler is not among them. Forward. That is a 15, or yeah, it's a 15 stack, but no heroes. Still, that means I shouldn't charge forward to try and fight them right now because I will be down too many guys, so I'm just gonna have to back up for now. All right. Hopefully, I can still manage that. I'll start casting leaf skin.
Now with fire protection.
Yeah, the leaf skin is our hazmat suits. Oh, he did a funky little loop-de-loop there. Whoa! Check out his fancy little run. Oh shit. Oh fuck. That's a lot of guys. Okay. Well, out of curiosity, show me what you can do, auto combat. Not enough this time.
Whoa.
Okay. Well, in that case, hang on a second. Well, okay, we close for now. Yeah, whatever. Sure. I'm gonna be reloading. a second, because I want to see... if I load from here and don't run so fucking far forward and instead actually be in the city that I just took. See if we can maybe get this to go any better. I have to redo some of my little busy work here, alas. Alternatively, if we simply cannot fight that army, then we may have to be content with wiping out the arcane army and then just backing way the fuck up so that we're out of range of the little green men. Da-da-da-da-da. Grab that. Come back over here. Grab this. Yeah. This way. Actually, I guess that's the thing we can do is back up slightly so that these guys are all capable. Okay, yeah, that lets us sneak one more unit in there for us also. Don't know if that'll be enough to make a difference, but we may as well try.
Trying is most of the battle.
Yep. That is what they say. Alright.
If you don't try, not fight.
If you don't try, get fucked. Okay. Let's see if this is doable. Also, I'm probably gonna have to end stream soon. I imagine Austin... Oh! There's their ruler. They didn't bring them before. I imagine Austin and friends will be here before long. Yeah, this looks even worse, actually, but sure, we can give it a shot. Out of curiosity, how does this do? Probably not great. Very bad. I mean... Okay. Let's see... You know what they say, if you don't try, you didn't try. I can't argue with that.
It's like one of my favorite sayings.
Mm-hmm.
There's two things you gotta know about me. One, I don't give up on anything.
Two, I don't start anything. That's how I can never give up. It's a lot of choke points.
My favorite part of the joke is just the one, I don't give up on anything, and then just a long pause. And the realization that there is no two. It's my fate, that's my secret cap.
I'm always giving up. Ooh, okay. So if I am gonna fight her, animals and plants. I mean, yeah, that is most of her stuff. So she needs to die before, like, any of her units, because she has a cooldown 1. Excuse me? Cooldown 1, dead friendly animals and plants are brought back to life with 50% of their total hit points. As far as I can tell, that just means all of them. And it takes no pips. And it gives friendly units regenerate. Jesus! That's mean. That's so absurd. Okay. Gee.
I guess that's a main target of takedown dash maybe take down things that are not plants or animals.
Yeah, don't think I'm gonna have many options where things that are not plants and animals are concerned. So yeah, it looks like that is gonna have to be the focus. Now the good news is this might be more winnable than the auto result made it look, because the AI probably didn't take that into account and didn't prioritize the ruler. So maybe they got clowned on because they just wasted all their turns killing stuff that just got revived. Hard to say. But goodness gracious.
Sounds like a tough fight.
Yeah, we're gonna briefly try this at least, but this may be I take the dub on destroying that other army and just leave the city and not try to hold it. Okay. Yeah, I kind of just have to hope that she's very, very aggressive. Also, I guess I should group up my guys who've already taken some damage so that I can get this heal on them immediately. Let's see. Does also have a breath. Oh, good. Its breath also revives friendly units in its area. Jeez, Saint Jeezum.
That sounds very powerful.
Did I pick the wrong team for this game? Well, I guess we'll see. We'll see what Mela, the puzzler, has to say about it. If I could get a taunt on her, that would be pretty strong. Because then I think she'll just be using basic attacks and attacking my ruler. I might have to prioritize trying to make that happen. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna forward position pretty aggressively here in the hopes that we can get some magic cooking.
Welcome to Magic Cooking.
Welcome to Magic Cooking. Today we're gonna be cooking up your doom.
What are the spices you use?
Agony.
How you're going to be like eggs? I'm like, that sounds spice.
My favorite seasoning. Alright. Well, let's see how this shit goes. Yeah, okay, she's gonna use her ability. Makes sense.
She activates. Got it.
Oh, okay. She's just gonna use her breath weapon for a heal and nothing else, unlike one guy. Alright, well, I'm happy to see that.
Sounds good, sounds good.
I mean,
Whoa.
I guess we... Look at all these skirmishers. Okay. Airman Piff, how do you like your eggs? Usually just scrambled. Fried eggs can be nice as well. From time to time. Okay, so if I go here, 1, 2, 3, 4. What is my percent chance to get this taunt? 39.
Not amazing.
I guess I can try.
I like all kinds of eggs. There's very rarely a thing that I do not like. I probably don't like deviled eggs. Probably. I'd actually have to, like, try to have them. But my favorite, if I had like the most amount of time, if I could order it at a restaurant sort of thing, would be a French omelet. That's my favorite.
Okay. Well, the taunt didn't work. Hang on. Let me double check. Okay, so... Can't use ability for 2 turns. Can't use ability for 1 turn. Yeah. And then what's the cooldown on the breath? A long time. Okay. That's something, I guess. But yes, confirmed from seeing it be used on the first turn. This does indeed affect everything in the combat. So, yeah. This is definitely not winnable if I don't kill their ruler, like, immediately. I'm not sure I can do that. Yeah, I think to do this, I would need to majorly cheese the AI and try and figure out a way to bait her. Or save scum for the taunt to work, which I don't really want. Save scumming mid-combat for percent chances is like a bridge too far for me. That's like borderline just cheating.
Yeah, fair. It is also a probability that the revived units cannot be revived again after the first revival. They might become a different type of unit.
I saw that suggested in chat also. I don't think that is the case. They don't come back with any kind of particular debuff. When you're brought back to life, it doesn't automatically make you undead unless the ability specifies that, so... I think this just works. I think this is just the most powerful ability I've ever seen in the game.
It's the most powerful ability I've seen in most of any of this kind of game.
Jimbus Crimbus.
A unit that can just sit in the back and just be like, all units come back.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, you know, it's like a special thing for just this guy in this scenario, so, like, it's not like you'd ever have to balance a player being able to do this. But, jeez. Jeez. Alright. We're gonna try this only a little. Yeah, I need this guy pretty close up there. In fact, okay. This worked terribly the last time I tried it, but maybe it'll work better this time. Oh, right, no, yeah, you can't move and then phase. Alright. That's not an option. Okay, well... Fuck. Okay. What if? We're just going to fucking charge of the Light Brigade suicide in there and see if we can get onto the ruler, and I don't think it's gonna work. And, but I don't see another play here. So we have to try something. Here, Falco the Philosopher. You summon an animal, why don't you? There. My own powers to combat yours. How do you like my level 1 spider?
Oh, actually, that's a good point. What does it specify? Is it just all plants and animals?
Dead, friendly animals
Friendly.
and plants.
Oh,
so,
wow,
no,
what
it
the
does not
fuck?
revive mine, which would be very funny. That's a late game Pantheon ability. You have to get the correct tomes, level up your ruler enough, win, save them to the end. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so it's not wholly unique, but it's not an ability that, like, a completely normal game would be balanced around affording someone to have. I'm not familiar with all of the, like, you know, win game and then add ability to guy things you can get. I've certainly never seen one remotely that powerful before.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. Oh.
Gust of wind blows them away.
Whoop.
What I would give.
What I would pay to spend a day warm on the sand. Anyway, let's get this shit show on the road, huh? Is there anything useful I can do with my spells here? I guess I'll throw out a... Well, no, I don't even really want to throw down a miasma here, because if their ruler just kind of hangs back... What? Okay, hang on. What's your normal shtick? Iterative attack, or tail swipe, or dark ritual, conjure wild. Yeah, she has a couple 3-pip spells she might plausibly throw. Ugh. Yeah, a lot of spooky things available. I guess I'll just miasma guys who I'm not gonna be running up to them to attack them anyway.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go over there and summon something. Well, she didn't move super far away, and her back is to my forces, so possibly I can get some okay damage on her. It kind of depends how effectively the rest of her units can block her. They're mostly just throwing their attacks at my ruler, which is probably good for me. Yeah, they're really prioritizing my heroes. Which, considering most of my damage is gonna have to come from my archers, that's probably what I want. Okay, so got 158 health, which is a lot. She doesn't have crazy good resistances, so I can at least do good damage to her if I'm in range. Okay. Let's see. So I need stacks of stuff. Okay. A fuckzillion. Okay, so I could immediately get to, like, maximum stacks of strengthened. Oh, oops. I can't takesies backsies that because there was a guy. Okay, that's okay. If I want to takesies backsies, I can reload the autosave from the start of this turn. Get her with my fire bazinga. Okay, let me reload the autosave real quick because I didn't want to do that move if I wasn't going to be able to back that up. I just want to see how much damage I could deal to her.
Fair. Fair.
Let's see. Jeez. I thought that last dragon had some scary abilities. It is like night and day how much more of a problem this one's special abilities are than the last one. Like, holy fuck. The last guy's super duper ability was a usable every 2 or 3 turns. I can cast an extra spell this turn, which is good. It is not as good as every other turn I revive my entire army. Whew.
Yeah.
Whew. Shoo.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Okay. Okay, so if I pass my ruler, a cold one here. Okay, regeneration. I was hoping for strengthened, but okay. Strength from steel. Full heal. I can't have more than 5 stacks of strengthened, sadly, but I can move. Okay. Overdraw crossbow. What the fuck's hex is she on? Okay, yeah. So model's so large, I can't quite tell. Okay. So boop. Okay, so now I'm free to wander over here and check out what damage this deals. Pretty good damage. How much? 28, yeah, that's a good chunk. Let's see. He's probably gonna pop his berserk this turn. He'll take a lot of damage. Oh, if he gets in there, it could actually immobilize her. I mean, if I'm willing to just let the rest of my guys get fucking mobbed, maybe I can just barely kill her? I don't know. We shall see. Move up our penguin. It's important. she must also have... Oh, it's not a ring. She seems to have a large amount of evasion for ranged attacks, which I thought was maybe coming from a magic ring, but it doesn't look like it. I'm not sure what it's coming from, but I wish it weren't a thing.
Fair.
Could you not? What if you didn't?
You could, no.
Yeah, counterpoint. What if you were to, fuck you? Let's see. Put down some caltrops. Well, I do have one thing going for me. Our units have, most of them have fire weakness.
That is very good.
Oh, very good.
Good.
Yo! Through for a lot of damage in the immediate term. I kind of just have to try and minimize the amount I'm getting entirely rolled by their other guys here. Okay, so this guy can run in. Yeah, there's no reason to use the second wind right now. He can just go, ah! Ow. Get in on her. Yep, this is pretty much, this is all I can really do. Let's see. I guess I'll throw Ignite at her. Does have fire weakness. That'll get me some burning stacks. Yeah, I guess you can squint and see a world in which maybe I can kill her. I don't know. Yeah, she's gonna use her free, heal everyone, give everyone regeneration. Because why wouldn't you? You'd have to be crazy. Ow. That was her tail swipe. Unleash the beast.
Good thing they're steadfast.
Yep. Oh, I forgot my ruler also. Oh, okay. Alright, that's probably not something I'm gonna want. My ruler, I gave the Belt of Berserking to just because it was a tier 2 item and they had a special thing that would trigger when they had all tier 2 or higher items. I probably don't want that on them, though. That gives them Steadfast. Which means they can't die for a turn when that pops, but it also berserks them, which means I can't control them on the following turn. They're just gonna do some shit.
This seems tough.
Yeah. Let's see what my guys are going to choose to do with their berserk turns. I mean, they are at least attacking the ruler, which is what I would want them to do. Now I guess we'll see, what do I get if I go for the Immolate here? A little bit more damage. It's hard to overcome 5 stacks of regeneration on top of everything else. I don't think there's any way I can possibly get another 81 damage on her this turn. Yeah, no. There's too many guys. I can't get the rest of my guys in here. Also, this terrain's full of obstacles, which helps me not get mobbed so fast, but also makes it very hard for me to dive their back line. Yeah, I don't really see any way to make this work. God, what would it take to make... Well, yeah, no, I could only win a battle like this if I had the leisure to try and draw their ruler forward. But clearly the dive strat is not quite gonna work with just what I have here. Yeah, sorry, boys. This one's not gonna happen. Which means we are instead...
There's always the just beat up their units and hope they don't press the button.
Oh, no, no, we're not even going to attempt that. They were pressing the button every turn, because the button heals all their guys and gives them regeneration, on top of reviving the dead guys, so, like, there's no reason for them to not push it. It also requires no action. They can just do it for free on every other turn. So, no, what it means is having knocked over this city, we are not going to attempt to incorporate it. We're just going to get the fuck out of here, if we even can. We're going to try our best. I don't remember where their army came in from exactly, or how far they're likely to be able to get. We're just gonna... We'll be happy that we wiped out, was it 15, or maybe a full 18 stack on this city and only lost 4 guys, but we should not be fucking around trying to solo 2 of these hard mode AIs with their extra spicy abilities, while all our friends are off doing other things.
You think you can get, like, enough units to overwhelm them?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
And if I can fight on better terms also, it really... Most of the power of that army is literally that one singular ability. So my ability to fight that is entirely dependent on if I can fight in terms where I can actually get onto their ruler without the rest of their guys there as linebackers. But that's not going to happen on that map. If I had already finished incorporating that city and I could actually defend it with, like, walls and stuff, that might give me the advantage I'd be looking for. But under these circumstances, niet. Niet.
I see.
Redo some of this stuff for hopefully the last time, and then we will we'll see what's what. Actually, while we're at it, we need to build walls here at the city we conquered earlier so that it can't just be stepped on, trivially by that army or any other. Okay, you can come up here. Yeah, we may as well. Let's go ahead and do this little quest guy. Do.
The only other thing I can think of is like entering one of those fights, taking down like a group and then bouncing and being like, they're dead now. They stayed dead because I left.
Yeah, that might be possible under very specific circumstances. I forget. Does my... Okay, yeah, so my ruler does have... Their army has the bonus, units never die when retreating. Normally, if you retreat, you've got like a 50% to 2/3 chance for retreating units to just die. So it's not something you really want to do unless you're already going to get wiped out regardless. Also, let's get rid of this bolt over here because that's just a liability. But that only applies to the 6 guys that my ruler is grouped with, so it's not going to be very easy to implement that, unfortunately, as a strategy. Let's quick save here and see if this guy's still close enough for them to dogpile. If so, unfortunate. But at the moment... Okay, it looks like she's just going to recapture that and let it be. Actually, she may have given me an opportunity here. Because she's got 12 units that are standing close enough to reinforce, but she's not with them. If I could get just these guys, maybe then I can follow up by attacking her with a smaller force, and then I'd be able to get onto her.
Yeah. It's really her army is the problem, not her. And if you can somehow remove those, that's the good stuff.
Okay. I think I might actually need this. Combat casting points and world map casting points. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. I think I'm gonna stop here because friends should be here very soon. And I don't want to have to literally pull the plug instantly. And this feels like a good point for me to stop and take stock and figure out how I want to proceed. See if I can get these guys maybe, or if I just want to fall back and secure warehouse. Take what I've gained and satisfaction in the fact that while we've been distracting 2 of them up here, Purple was able to take out this white city.
Sounds good.
He's also down here beating up White's capital while White was really far forward trying to go after the Earth Dragon here, so... Actually, yeah, no, in spite of how fucking overwhelming that fight we just attempted was, in the macro sense, things are still going pretty well for our team at the moment. I'm just gonna have to... I gotta figure out some way to deal with that shit. That's crazy.
True.
That is... That... I don't understand. Why is that not like a once per combat ability? Why is that every other turn? I mean, it doesn't res all your units, technically. It only, in quotes, reses plants and animals, but, like, it's perfectly easy to build, like, her race is all plants, right? Like, they took Gaia's Chosen, yeah. Every unit she makes is plants. Like, that's trivial to just have your whole army affected by that. Oh, boy. That is whack. That... Oh my god, I just realized what we're dealing with. We tried to set up our new pipeline and shit. The environmental activists are thwarting us. Our greatest foe, not our competition in the capitalist sphere, but those who reject the capitalist worldview we seek to impose altogether in favor of these gross communal concepts of the common good and just looking out for one another, regardless of whether or not it's profitable. No, sir. No, sir. It makes sense. The nature dragon would be our greatest threat.
True.
All right. We'll open that new branch office someday. For now, I'm gonna call it here. And I'm gonna be away starting tomorrow, so I'll be gone for at least a week. I may stream next weekend after I get back, but don't count on it, because I'm probably just going to want a break. You know, you need, like, your vacation from your vacation when you're doing stuff with, like, friends the whole time. So, we'll see. But, yeah. I'll see you guys again soon, and if any of y'all have your own, you know, summer plans or whatever coming up, I hope you have a good time. And if not, I hope you at least have a nice regular old weekend. Have a good